10 impossible things that only Zidane did in football. That's what we got on the agenda for today. We've talked about this player before on the channel. We've done so many football videos, but we have not gotten into the legendary Zidane.
Yeah, and it's, we were making light of it in one of the more recent videos that we recorded, but you were like, I think the only thing you know about him is that he headbutted some guy. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. And at that moment, we watched another play of his. So I'm excited to learn a little bit more about him.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, that play is his last play in his professional career in the World Cup. A headbutt is the last play.
Way to go out.
Yeah, going out with a bang, that's for sure, after a career where he had a lot of success and, winning the Champions League and he obviously went on as a manager to win that. But
I was going to say, it sounds like he's been successful in other ways since.
Yeah, World Cup, at home at France. I remember watching that when I was a kid. Anyways, let's find out about Zidane with the 10 impossible things that he did.
Que estamos ya en el 47 y medio.
Puede ser la última llegada. Vamos a ver qué recorte, qué clase, qué manera de avanzar la de Zinedine Zidane. Sensacional en la frontal. Qué balón le ha metido Portillo.
Beautiful. Look at that. From halfway. Beautiful step over. Left him in the dust.
Madrid, gol de Zidane.
Beautiful pass.
Y de Portillo, porque han marcado los dos.
Qué pedazo de jugada, por el amor de
40 yards.
Sans Kennel, car vous savez que Fontan a été suspendu. Oh, Zidane! But de Zinedine
Wow, it's
Zidane!
from so far out.
Une inspiration extraordinaire.
Holy crap.
Pied gauche de 30 mètres qui permet
The audacity.
Taking a bit of a gamble here. They're throwing players forward against Real Madrid. That's a good skill.
Like dancing around them.
Catch me if you can. He is quality this man, isn't he?
Sides trying to keep possession of the ball as much as possible. Two of the best sides in Spain, but there are not many players. Zidane, who are capable of doing something like that. Genius. Just brilliant. Just absolutely brilliant.
L'apertura è per Zidane che fa grande movimento. Zidane, suggerimento centrale, 1-2, ancora Zidane, seguito da Winter. Zidane, palla su sinistra, prova.
Toca el cortito para Zidane, no se descompone el Mari, ahí está Zidane. Qué bien, 1-2, qué control, a ver quién le quita la pelota. Ahora viene Rámelo.
Balón Zidane, poniendo su corpachón entre él y Martí. Otra vez Zidane que lujo. Solani, la pelota no ha salido. Atención que ha recuperado bien el Sevilla. Falta de Zidane.
Zidane ya en campo del Huelva, intenta irse y lo va a conseguir después de dos regates. Perfecta la jugada de Zidane, ayudado por Miñambres. Va a llegar hasta el área, se la deja Miñambres, dentro de Miñambres, córner. Va a llegar el tercero.
Reclaman fuera de juego que no existe.
Runs into trouble. Deschamps, the French captain, finding Zidane. Good strong run by him. That's lifting the crowd in the opening seconds here.
Con esta Julio César, la llegada de Zidane, Zidane dentro del área, lo que ha hecho Zidane, lo que ha hecho Zidane, lo que ha hecho Zidane, impresionante lo que ha fallado.
It's like one of his go-to moves.
Centro del campo del Real Madrid intentando.
Just, his stride. He's got such a long stride. He almost looks awkward, but, like he's dancing at the same time. It's really, really unique. He's got such a, his composure and his balance is very unique, very different than every other player.
Yeah, I had to that too while we were watching. I said it's almost like he's dancing around these players, and there's a couple of moves you can tell that he really likes to go to. He leans on. You've seen it in multiple clips that he kind of like uses these same moves over and over again.
Yeah, and you can even see a couple of them. He's like setting up the defender because he lets the ball go out in front of them just enough so they think that they can come, get it off him, and that's when he'll do like the spin or the chop or whatever.
Pull it back. Yeah.
Centro del campo del Real Madrid intentando hacerse con el control del partido. Zinedine Zidane, vaya bicicleta de Zidane, ha dejado sentado al hombre que le marcaba, intentó repetir ahí con Raúl, el recorte último de Raúl no pudo con Pellegrino, qué pena. Mientras vemos
O le van a tener que quitar las piernas para no continuar.
ojo a Zinedine Zidane, Zidane que bien ha visto a Roberto Carlos en posición correcta, el centro de Roberto, córner.
Didn't even see them arrive or just seen them burst past. Lovely bit of skill there from Zinedine Zidane.
De la Peña. Y al final decidió jugar para Soldevilla y perdió el balón. Zidane.
Lleva la pelota Helguera.
¡Oh, madre mía, qué ha hecho!
Zidane. Llevó el balón de una manera imposible.
I didn't see that.
Y ven lo que acaba de hacer.
Zidane's on his own. Here comes Zidane now. Chance for France again as Zidane will turn on this. And it's a great...
Tira el desmarque por delante Zinedine Zidane. Recibe el galo cerca de la frontal. Controla 1, 2, 3. Toque de clase de Zidane.
Effortless.
Este fue el toque de clase.
Through pass from Raúl. Oh, goodness gracious.
What a
you see that control there from Zidane.
But they can complain about. Here's Zidane. Zidane to Figo. Barcelona.
Hizo arriba, Roberto Carlos, Zidane descuela. Qué lujo de pase de Zidane sobre eso. Y el lujo de Zidane enviando esa pelota.
Oh non, non, allez Nicolas.
Voilà, cette fois-ci il n'a pas manqué.
Un sourire.
Nicolas Anelka, il pensait qu'il y avait un bon coup à jouer.
Mete la pierna Mejía, Zidane. Oh, Zidane, gravese, te anima también.
Sin que se pare el balón. Ahora con Zidane. Zidane. Control for two shadows there. Zidane.
So much control.
Clowns around with the dead ball players. It's just testimonial football, isn't it?
Ball control. Split the defenders.
Can look up and move forward. Zidane past the first, past the second. Zidane
beautiful.
still orchestrating the move. Wonderful football from the French. Sadly.
Passer le ballon comme ça sur le contrôle.
Look at that, left him in the dust.
Ha jugado con Roberto Carlos, le devuelve la pelota a Zidane ante Jordi Cruyff. Impresionante lo que acaba de hacer Zinedine Zidane. Vaya regate, vaya balón dentro del área.
Et une très belle démonstration de l'équipe française.
Zidane. Like dancing. His balance.
The real two things that stand out with Zidane, right? The ball control, obviously, outstanding. But the flow. To me, he just goes with so much flow. He just goes with the momentum. Like the movements that he makes, the ball follows him within that ball control. But it's no wasted motion, you know, when he starts, where he makes his cuts. Everything just seems so fluid.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I also said over, like, while we were watching it, the ball control is very impressive. And like you said, it's almost like he's like magnetic with the ball. It's never like it goes too far and he has to run really hard to catch up or like slow down a lot to, you know, it's like, it's just.
And he's running at pace though, right?
Yeah.
He's running faster than the defender
yeah.
is.
Well, he's also going through like 3 defenders in like one play.
Yeah, and we've seen that running with the ball at pace with other elite level players like the Messis, the Ronaldos, right? That ability to terrify a defender, and we've seen it a couple of times where they're running at them and the movement is so fluid and fast, the defender can't do anything about it. They're just left in the dust, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Zidane. Like dancing. His balance for a big man is just incredible.
Sigue Zidane frente al Blin, la jugada del internacional francés, continúa Zidane, qué jugada ha hecho Zidane.
The elegant solo.
Minimamente replicato. Zidane, Del Piero, Zidane, torna in percussione, Zidane si accentra, Zidane, zona tiro, rientra sul sinistro, Zidane numero, Zidane, tiro, rete, che gol, che gol!
Grandissimo Zidane, azione personale ragazzi, la fine del mondo, grande spettacolo.
Another assist.
Такую задачу попробует решить московский Локомотив же. Дель Пьеро, 4-1.
Look at that. Perfect
Да, и
placement.
Дзюн аплодирует, правильно, потому что красиво все сделал Дель Пьеро.
Légèrement décalé dans l'axe Zinedine, le contrôle est
That was pretty.
Somptueux but de Zinedine Zidane.
Il nous a tout fait en 2 minutes tout à l'heure, c'est un contrôle exceptionnel pied gauche, là c'est un contrôle. Zidane!
World Cup. Final.
Damn.
Lift up for France!
Perfect placement.
Another one.
Zidane!
The most beautiful
La
goal.
pared, quiere hacerlo con Solari, la pone para Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos dentro, levanta el cuero. Ojo que está Zidane, empala Zidane. Gol, 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 gol. Madre de mi vida, madre de mi vida.
Guys, this goal faster than I ever could.
Terminó. Se acabó el partido. El Madrid es campeón de Europa.
because Ricardo got a hand to it. It's Zinedine Zidane here. Oh, it crossed the line, it's a goal, but how lucky almost is that? How casual, how cheeky. Players have all joined in this display of entente cordiale. They speak French and they speak... Strong, sturdy tackle in midfield, and Zidane will attempt to get away from Zé Roberto. He's suddenly finding the magic, but the French press have been saying it's one last hurrah from their captain, and that was vintage Zidane again. Nobody's making any progress in this game. He's up there, so is Thuram, so will be Gallas. Danger now, here is a big chance! France have the lead! Thierry Henry! Came back and scored 4 then. I doubt they'll be doing, but it was only picked up by a Frenchman. And Zidane does his run-around routine. He's rolling off the ball. Ronaldo were beaten 8 years ago in the World Cup final by France, and they've had to taste defeat again. France have done it.
Yeah, and I think that last performance there, right, as he's older in his career against one of the best Brazilian teams. We've seen, R9, Ronaldo and Ronaldinho on that team. Mm-hmm. I think Roberto Carlos is on that team as well. So he's older in his career, and he shows up against potentially, the best team in the world and the vintage Zidane that everybody knew and loved. Still, showing that I think his skills translated later into his career because the ball control, the passing, the technique is really what Zidane stands out at, and that was obviously evident towards the end of his career still.
Yeah, for sure. I think there's, a lot of players who maybe have like a lot of speed at one point or, a lot of agility, but it's like as you age and your body ages, those things may slow down a little bit. But like you said, your ball control, as long as you hone that skill and stay on top of that, even if maybe you slow down a little bit, that's still a very important skill to have.
Yeah, and I think also not to overlook is his size, right? He's big guy, normally those bigger guys aren't as elegant with their touch and the ball. Fair. And they can't move like they're a dancer almost, right? And he kind of had the whole package in that regard. And you can see why, being in the center of that midfield, assists, controlling the game, he was so influential and a huge cog in the history of, France and their legendary teams there.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely cool to learn more about him because like I said, it's almost blasphemous that all I knew about this guy was that he was the headbutting guy for so long, right? And obviously he's an incredible player, so...
Well, guys, let us know what your favorite moment is, or maybe what other videos we should check out that are there that are for football, and other players maybe. And obviously, the World Cup has been a staple in the past month. I don't know exactly when we're going to release this video here, but maybe there's a World Cup winner that's been crowned recently. Maybe it's France. Maybe that's why we did the video.
Foreshadowing.
I wouldn't be opposed to that because I am French. That's my heritage. Not to overlook that I'm also English. I've said this in other videos. That means I hate myself.
A little bit of a contradiction there.
Blessed I am, let me tell you. Let's just leave it at that. Let us know, guys, where we should go next. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next video.
Thanks for watching.